Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
The rebellion.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Ah, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him. The two Ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The Ravens cawed and rushed at him. Dropship flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid. Oh, right. The Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the Skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate.
Well, of course.
Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels. Or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere. And neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero's sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Reynardo going to get a hero sword? Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right. Perfect.
Great.
hero sword, QED. This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renado's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was, just the kid. He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. "How'd you get across?" he asked the kid. "Where'd you find a hook?" "I hopped," said the kid. Wise-ass kid. "Hey, look out behind you!" "Cute," said Renado. Ah, ravens. It was time to talk some sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills. Was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember. And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kestra run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. "Stop!" he shouted. "I'm not giving you the book!" shouted the kid, and took off. "No! Peter!" But the kid ran for it, and a goglet nailed him with its ivy.
Oh dear.
The book was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Renado picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway. What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. Years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. "Where are you running, rebel?" cawed the Raven captain over the loud
You will
hail.
never catch me.
Renado could see them cranking up their catapults. "Just going out for milk?" Renado yelled back. "Where can you run?" laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job.
Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life!
It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Reynardo could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Reynardo had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper. The legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Reynardo a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Reynardo could only rescue him. Reynardo dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper?
Oh. It is a hard choice. Friend or weapon? Friend or weapon? Weapon or friend? Maybe rescuing him was worth it. Just maybe. You guys might hate me for this, but I'm going for the weapon.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Reynardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Reynardo could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Reynardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? A chest that shiny deserved to be opened.
Jump socketing. Jump socketing. No jumps. Also allows to heal oneself. Need to upgrade that. Okay.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team. The people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Sky Ripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the Lost Gods, thousands had died. But Reynardo had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Reynardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
No? I wanted to dash. Dash. Open sesame. What the fuck? Man.
Can't we just agree to disagree?
Oh, hi guys.
Said Reynardo. No?
We're going for a big combo here, lads. What? You sure there's some gems around? There you go. 1 hour. Just one? No, there's one more. Woo! Sweet. Let's go this way. So, guys, saw a chest around here. Oh yes.
Who made all these ore chests anyway? Well, you could have quite a business doing that.
So I don't think I'm gonna read this. Oh man, there's something there. Oh shit. Eyeballs? Of course eyeballs.
Sleep tight, Lord Reynardo.
Oh, that was a close one. Sleep tight. No, I don't think so. Alrighty then. Round and round I go. Round and round I go. Almost there. Can I go up here? No. Can I go in here?
Leonardo danced around the room yelling, oh yeah, that's how we do it. It was something he liked to do, but only after he'd killed all the witnesses.
Fuck's sakes. For the sake of fuck. Okay, let's activate this one.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
What? On the first try. There must be a chest somewhere. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Ta-da!
Who needed bridges anyway?
Yeah, I could, could upgrade that shit, you know? You just got it. Required hook shot.
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Oh yeah. You're gonna love that shit. Is that?
There it was.
It
Sky
is.
Ripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Sky Ripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach.
Oh, I wish I could see the comment.
Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Well then. I'm gonna have to go for the heart. No questions asked. The heart.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core. Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense? I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
Wait. Where am I? Oh, okay, back here. What's this? Jump down. You crazy?
Ooh, sparkly, thought Renato.
Finders keepers. Alright. There I go. Whoa! I want the upgrades for my weapons. Yes. Give me chase.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. Where did that go to?
Oh, yeah!
Fewer trees. There are only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry, too. This was an unhealthy place to be. Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
Oh yeah. The altar is here. So I guess I have to first level up everything? No? How does this work? Okay, buy skill, combat. Counter an attack now causes damage. Slow down time after a successful counter until your next action. Take a breather and plan your next move. Perfect strike. Attack immediately when a previous attack hits to land perfect strike, bonus damage and double combo bonus. Oh my god, this is good stuff. Stats, maximum energy. More stamina. Okay. What I will do I think I could live without slowing down time right now. I'll do a combo.
He missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like it was a reunion.
Now we shall rock this place. I don't think so. Awesome. No, no, no. You hit me? It's cool. That must be the heart.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it. Well, of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even if they disagreed and he had time, he could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective. Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it? The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Jamal.
Oh, what does the fox say?
Asked one raven. Another one called back,
Go dying!
and they both laughed hysterically.
He's an elevator. Yeah?
That ought to be enough for a proper sword, he thought. was remembering all his old tricks. And some new ones. Now, he really ought to ask for a raise.
Let's do it. Just do it, come on. Oh. No, we're not slowing down time yet. Counterattack should do damage as well. Next one, next one.
A legendary weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun? No. He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
Wait a minute. Go there first.
He was sort of yanking his own chain, wasn't he?
What shall we do today? What shall we... Oh man.
Renato's path was clear. Let the scientists ensure the Sky Ripper was safe to use, bring it to the rebel base, and then assault the Imperial fleet for the win. A crafting bench. Renato wondered what he could make with it.
A weapon. Now, I'm going to upgrade this one first. For sure. Dun dun. Sword at maximum level. You know it. Let's see. Can we build another sword? Of course we can't. The Void Blade. Winter. Fire. Almost. Almost. So I can't build anything. Soon, my child. Soon you shall build. So I got this. This will do the magic. What is this?
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
Whoa, Moro. What am I supposed to do? Oh shit. Well, of course. Fuck. Boys, I am not dying.
Ooh, Renato hated warlocks. The way they stayed back and lobbed pain and death from a distance. Cowards. Really dangerous, effective cowards.
That's what I need, a little bit of health.
Sometimes, Renato really hated inanimate objects.
Okay, strange. No, it fell down. Stupid energy. Stupid.
Renato was thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one toad was worried.
Yeah, Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself.
Who
There are
cares?
invisible strings that tie the universe together. If Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen till our whole existence fell into it.
Another toad sighed.
Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use. Renato was about to leave when he was stopped by one of the scientists' toads.
There is something else you should know. There are rumors the Ravens are searching for an ancient artifact on a nearby desert island. There are legends of something called the Iblis Stone, a gem of great and evil power.
Where is this island? Asked Renato.
Yeah, sort of that way?
Said the toad, pointing vaguely west. The fleet was already there. There was nothing Renato could do about it. For the moment. Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Sky Ripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
The final battle.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renato's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Sky Ripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay, it wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least, he was sure of.
Not.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
Oh yeah. Back we go to the workbench. To work. To do some work. Dun, 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 dun.
This burning sword from the south was terrific for barbecuing sausages and ravens.
Excalibur. This one has... Wait. Okay. Sweet. I like a sword that does extra damage.
Right, who wants to die first?
Get rid of the warlock first.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
We go down here first. Swap blade. Open thy sesame.
Welcome to Earth. Renato told the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
You know when you're breaking stuff? You know you're breaking stuff. Howdy girls. What? There was one more left.
He tried to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calvaris would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Sky Ripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
Maybe I should have go back.
Renato's paws were getting numb.
I think I missed something.
Calaveras really didn't want company, did he?
Welcome, Watcher. Holy shit, let's break it. Wait. No. What?
Renato had sacrificed a friend for the Sky Ripper. It would be worth it if he could bring a super weapon to the rebellion, but the scientists had ruined everything.
It is time, my children. I'm so slowing down time now. Somehow.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Yeah, of course I can make it work better.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strange, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 128 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
What? No. That's so not right. Each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it ever. At all, okay?
All right, I guess. As he sailed away from the mountains, Bernardo could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees. This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he gamble the universe? On the other hand, what were the odds of rolling 21 6s in a row?
And you know I'm gambling that shit. What? Oh man. 2 my friends died.
The battle was not going spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He wasn't sure that it was right. So he didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
So... okay.
He wasn't that good. Yet. Newly remembered knowledge. He needed to focus.
Where was that? Okie dokie, sir. Movement speed. I like this so much.
Was more and more extraordinary.
Whoa. Whoa.
When Renato went to the china shop,
For some reason, the owner was always nervous.
Nah, fuck. Who put that shit there? Can I go back? Please? Fuck. Holy shit. You're there, hit me! Oh no, I died. That's the end of Ronaldo. The end of Ronaldo. Okay, okay. Fuck.
That is how we do it, said
Exactly.
to himself.
Look at that chest. There's a big chest. No way. Fuck.
Should have faked left and then gone left, he thought. And then...
Blah
never
blah
thought
blah.
again.
Like you knew better. No! I'm killing you all now.
Surprisingly, unwounded.
One piece of me.
Ronaldo wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
Wow. What is this?
Someone had told him the odds didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck. His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win. But one of them would destroy the universe. That seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper. Maybe he could bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work. This checksum. See what I did there?
all these warlocks. They're only warlocks. I imagine priest and warlock.
Imagine getting a horse up on one of these things. He will be cursing a blue streak.
Woo! Shit. Let me say something. Length of video. Broadcast settings. Now I can see the comments. Yeah, this game is really cool. It's fun and it's free. Now I don't know which way I'm going. Ha! Aye aye, Capitan. Shield guns will block your attack. Grab and throw another gun to him, and his shield will be knocked away. Perfect. We know what we're doing then. Shit. That's it. Everyone gets a little bit of wind. Oh yeah. Fuck. You little bastard. Alright. Let's try that one more time. Or a few more times. Sha-la-la-la-la. Spin to win. Whoa, easy tiger. No, no, no. Fuck. Whew.
He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that.
she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good. Because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No? Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender. I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't. He felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Skyripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship was up in flames. It was awesome. Then he noticed there was a hole in the air. A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger, and even larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought Renardo, and then everything fell into the hole and was gone. Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar. And it was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true. He'd learned something. The core was powerful, but dangerous if used improperly.
I like this. More stories, more stories. So I think I made a wrong decision, no? Well, says who? Anyways, let's continue.
He made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards, towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Skyripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden? Someone better get it before he does, thought Renardo. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renardo really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Maybe I'll go with the Sky Reaper again. No, I will not. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to leave Lapino again.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Renardo went ostrich hunting.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
Shit, which way?
If I craft a sword now, it's going to be really short.
The air here tasted bitter. The steps were too tall for a person. The entire place felt restless, like it had been vexed to nightmare under the dust, waiting for its hour to come around at last. Hey,
Down we go.
Black is the new dead.
Nada, nada, nada.
The ravens were already here,
Spin to
cawing
win.
in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Oh yeah. What do we have here? Yeah, I need this. This is like, I need it. But what does this do? What I shall do, I shall buy these.
This was way better than being able to shrink down to the size of an ant. What was that all about, anyway?
Shielded fools. Alright, okay. Rethink this. Sacan the cojones, man!
Can I borrow that?
Yeah! Can I go back? Can I? Just a little bit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You know you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta do it, man.
There were a lot of shiny, smooth, curved with leather, buckles, and kind of smelled, you know what? Never mind. Yes, there was also ore and other
What?
useful stuff. Let's
Not
focus on
that
that,
way,
shall we? What else could you hook?
Hello there, viewer. Great to meet ya. Man. Oh, one of those chests. Oh. Too
As
fast.
for the gate,
Can't touch it.
well, you could take her. Sorry, it's best I could do.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Was that your shield?
I'll take that. Boom, shakalaka, boom.
The Ravens, at least, could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders. This is quite the view, he thought.
Oh, darn it.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Reynardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. What's the core? Said the stone anxiously.
I could feel the darkness in me.
Why was he listening to a talking rock? Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself. To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
Alright, now don't start judging, right? Imagine if you had the choice to pick darkness. But you're a hero, and you choose darkness. You become dark, but you're still a hero. Right? Right?
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun. Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent emperor? Was it the future? Feed these souls, it whispered. Take the power. He could feel the stone's hunger for souls, its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
I feel very strong.
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
Right on.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws. Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled. She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Why run, dearie? Let's play. Okay. Getting closer. Getting closer.
Smashing things was fun.
You know it. So تشوير آياتك إنه يوياتك. Whoa!
Yes, the Great Destroyer.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Renato. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
Írj valamit, hogyha itt vagy. testvérem, itt vagy?
Finally, Renato caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be? With a flick of his wrist, he slashed Zenobia's throat. Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out of them. Renato felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Exulted the Iblis stone. Tasty. Renato returns to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost.
Hi there.
He could call the Emperor directly. It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done.
Atomizer? Is that you?
The Nexus was beautiful. He never realized how beautiful. Everything glowed. The wind was so sweet. The sun so soft. The stones so warm. The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them. He's falling through smoke under a dead sun. A voice calls him home. Is this a vision? Whose? Is it the time of the lost gods? Or the future? No matter. What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost and challenging the Emperor from there. Once, he found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series. It was good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber. What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
Who cares? They do the job, right? You don't see me asking who you are, storyteller.
Up ahead was Lapino. What was he doing here? Bernardo! Hey, buddy! Hey there, old buddy! Please don't kill me. Why would I kill you? Asked Bernardo, although he had been thinking about it. Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of evil? Maybe you should, I don't know, go to the mountains to have a think? See if maybe you're sure the stone is not all that healthy a thing to keep? I suppose you wanted, Bernardo said, and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino? Oh, damn it.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have done that. But who am I to judge?
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop, but it would do.
Oh, yes. I could improve this, yes, that's very true. Oh, mine. Okay, fine, I'll just upgrade it.
Fire? Yes, please.
Ta-da! Oh, how do I get over there? I want to open the big chest. Whoa, 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 new enemy. Watch out for explosive. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That shit's dangerous. I see how this thing is.
Renato rampaged through the Imperial outpost like a water buffalo rampaging. At the last moment, he remembered not to kill the Far Speaker Toad. After all, he wanted a word with the Emperor. But it was only silence. Haha! The Emperor was scared, like little girl. Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet. Yes! Applauded the Iblistone. Tremendous. Then the Emperor would have to answer his Far Speaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice that sounded uncomfortably like Zenobia. What have you become? The mountains. Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino.
If you got all that darkness, you might as well go kill them all.
Renato called
Sucker!
the Rebel Council to let them know to gather their forces. Then he killed the Far Speaker Toad. Why? Well, because to make sure his sword was sharp. Oh no, that's awful. So no one else could use it. Yes, that's it. Then he set off for the ruins and the secret rebel base. The ruins were crawling with ravens. Probably looking for the secret base, Renato thought. But then he realized they're probably looking for me. They must be very scared of me. Well, here I am. You are the honest warrior ever, whispered the Iblastone. And he had to agree with it, for once. Who was as good as Reynardo? Haven't you always wanted to do that?
Come on. You can do it. Just put your back into it. Okay, so where am I? Man. Think I made a good choice? Once in a while, you gotta make a good choice.
Reynardo had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna craft the void blade instead. I should. I know I should. I'm still missing a few pieces. Just one more wind essence. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit.
If they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
Why would I get one more wind essence? Like, really? Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yes, of course I'm right. Should I or should I build this? I'll wait till I get enough for this. This is most expensive one. I don't know what to do. What shall I do? What shall I do? Leave it. No, but there could be a door to open. Oh shit. Wait. If I go this way, there's a chest. So I will go this way.
Urged the stone.
Well, I can't go back? No!
Come to think of it, Reynardo thought as he put down another raven, why shouldn't I be emperor? How did anybody get to be emperor anyway?
I missed
By
the thing
making
again.
war. Oh, I mean, not counting the transcendent emperor, obviously, who had banished the lost gods and started time. Yes, he should be emperor. He would make a great emperor. Right, Stone? Oh, right, boss. Who are you looking at? Oh, right. No one.
Come on, eyeball. Ooh. Ooh. be honest, this is the best sword. No matter what you say.
Open, says me.
I said that already earlier. Ha!
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on
I
fire.
knew I should have fucking do that
So
sword.
far, so good.
Oh man. Fuck.
Come over here.
Hit me one more time. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Secret passage.
Renato strode into the council. Let's do this thing. Let's make me emperor. They looked confused and nervous. Ah, had he mentioned the emperor thing? He meant to bring that up later. I mean, let's go win this rebellion. He waved his sword around encouragingly. They ran. Cowards. He'd stop them. He cut down a few to inspire the others. But soon, there was no one to cut down. Well then, he'd have to attack the fleet alone. More for me, he said. Unless it was the stone that said it. Traitors. Traitors, all of them. They'd run rather than following him, rather than cheering him. What should he do to the cowards? Anything he wanted to. After all, he was a true hero, the best warrior there ever was. No one could stop him now. But first, finish him. The Emperor, that is. Where was the rebel fleet? They weren't even trying an assault.
Killing
They were going to
time.
miss a day in history. The downfall of this dynasty. And
You
a
know
new
which
one
one
to
I'm
take its
doing.
place. He didn't have to kill all the ravens. He could enslave them. And enslave the toads too. All the animals would worship him as a god. For he had once been a god. They would willingly give him their blood and their souls. And the world would change. Would become familiar again.
Kill the Emperor. I shall kill the Emperor.
Ooh, what's there?
First big chest. Yeah, yeah. I got my first gem. How do I get out of here? Ah, these ones. I'm gonna...
Reynardo was glowing with dark power. Already the sun had dimmed. He could do anything, he realized. He could wrap the island safely in smoke again. He was beyond a hero. He was going to become a god again. How odd, he thought, that the Iblastone had nothing to say about any of this. Well, no matter. Once he killed this petty Toad Emperor, he would bring back the Black Sun. Reynardo had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
Hey,
Come here, Birdie.
I hear you're the dead, silent type.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now he was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
Ez egy menüjáték. Várj egy percet. Enchanters can buff a hit heal. Ez egy olyan játék, hogy hát egy ingyen pluszos játék le lehet tölteni. Ingyen. Ilyen 10 font volt. Alapjáraton azt hiszem, hogy 15 font. És most ingyen le lehetett tölteni, és ezt nagyon akartam, ezt a játékot.
He found the Emperor and the Council huddling by his ship, plotting. They saw him, and cowered before him.
Back to hell, fiend.
Croaked the Emperor desperately.
In the name of the Transcendent Emperor!
Croaked the speaker. They held some arcane items he didn't recognize. He simply flexed his will and sucked their souls out of their bodies. And Iblis exulted. It is finished. And the void that had been a mere stone on a sword expanded. It stretched and ripped like a vast womb.
Hát ilyen, igazából ilyen 5 chapteres, elég rövid játék, de viszont többször végig lehet vinni, és ugye más-más választások vannak, és mindig másképp van vége a játéknak.
Renato stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that. But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably.
Whoa.
Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
Nice.
But that meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that,
25
the book's pages
sztori van, amit végig lehet
more to the
vinni.
beginning, and
Egyik-kettőt csináltam meg, és
the
mindig
clouds
más-más
parted over the
lehet
Isles of
választani, és
Boreas.
mindig más lesz az eredmény.
It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were
Jó,
scouting for
mondjuk
the
olyan,
secret rebel
csak
base.
gondoltam behívlak, mert
They needed
írtad,
a game
hogy
changer.
mi ez a játék,
Pieces
aztán
of the
ráléptél, és
Skyrim
mikor mondtam,
surfaced.
addigra már elléntél.
Renato knew that
Meg
using
nem
it
írja
could
ki,
go
hogy mikor vagy benne, meg nem
catastrophically
tudom megnézni a YouTube-on
He was sure he could
az
figure out how
uploadot,
to use it safely.
a videómat.
Also,
Nem tudom
a
miért.
temple had risen out of empty desert.
Jó.
The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. On the other hand,
No,
his old
Choki.
friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
This is where the video ends. I'm gonna save Lapino this time. I left him 2 times. The 3rd time I won't leave him. 3 is the Hungarian truth. See you guys next time.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.